got 1.1 million chips and Ace King here in the small blind. Woo! Woo! All right, there we go. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream, bros. Whew! And bro apps, of course, Katie. Woo! All right, Ace King here in the small blind, pumping it up. Do it. Call. Ace. Diamond. Oh yeah, we doubled up. Oh my god. Oh my god, we have 2 million chips. 2 million. Oh my god. Oh my god. Unbelievable. What is up, guys? Doug Polk here, and today we're going to celebrate our big win yesterday in the $10,000 WQ. Now, we didn't get first place, and I know what you're thinking. Same as last place, and normally I would agree with you, but there's one redeeming factor here. $455,000 makes you feel a little bit better about losing. That said, it was also the largest score ever on Twitch. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of the largest score on Twitch, because I'm not sure how much you guys know about that, if you've seen kind of the back and forth. But when I started streaming on Twitch in, I believe it was April, maybe it was late March, early April, the largest score on Twitch was something like $120,000 or $130,000. Definitely a good chunk of money. Then I had a victory in the Kilimanjaro for $160,000 and was pumped. Number one, the leaderboard, taking it down, biggest score. Was happy about everything. And then a French player by the name of Yo Viral, Twitch streamer, he came in and he got an even bigger score. I think it was slightly, I could be totally wrong, but I think it was like 170-ish. So he out-edged me for first place on the scoreboard. He held that lead for a couple of months, and then a Spin and Go player by the name of Solid Penis, yes, you heard me correct, his name is Solid Penis. Don't know how that's allowed, but apparently that's a thing. He spun a 250,000 euro spin and took it down. So he had a lead that looked sort of insurmountable. It did seem a little bit like it was a spin and go, but you know, to be totally fair, when I play higher stakes tournaments, I definitely have an edge there. So I guess whatever is fair in the Twitch scoreboard realm. So moving into this tournament, the number I had to break, I kind of had this in my mind, was something around $270,000, $280,000 was necessary to get first place. So when I came into the day chip leading, there's 56 players left. We weren't even in the money yet. I needed fourth place to be break even on streaming for WCube, and third place to break the all-time Twitch record. So I had those kind of as my goals, really. Obviously, you want to win, but those two things, I guess, were most important to me. And of course, if I could take it down as well, obviously pumped to do that, and I'm always in there trying to win. So we made the final table. We had a little bit of adversity along the way, and actually the final table bubble lasted for an extremely long time. Blinds kept going up, no one was busting, and there was 10 or 11 people for quite some time. Finally, we got down to 9, but because it was an 8-max tournament, the final 9 isn't a final table, and we needed one person to bubble. And unfortunately for my friend Dietrich Fast, that was him. He bubbled the final table, always brutal, and I made the FT of the 10K WCube High Roller. Now, taking a little trip down memory lane, 2 years ago, 2014, I also final tabled this exact same event. Possibly with the chip lead, maybe I was second in chips, but it was a fairly big stack. And I went on to get 8th place at that final table, and I was hoping to avenge myself with a good showing here. On that note, let's go ahead and hop into some hands. I have all my hands from yesterday. I want to look at some big pots. At this point, I'm sure you already realized we made a deal 3-handed, and I got 455,000. And then, I don't know, second place after that. I don't even know what you call it. Kind of doesn't matter. You're just playing for the money that's left. So, let's take a look at some of the biggest pots we played in the tournament. And of course, what is more standard than a $70,000 flip, which is essentially what this guy is right here. We have an open, and Ace King, obviously, just going to go with it. And this is where the tournament gods do whatever they want here. Whatever they want. Who will become the chosen one? And it wasn't us. And at this point, you know, we were down to about a 5-to-1 chip disadvantage. Wasn't too happy. Still managed to hang tough, double up a couple times, but couldn't take it down. I think a really pivotal hand, if I could go over, was... Why do I not see... Oh, let's go to all hands. I'd say the most pivotal hand for me was this one, probably. Yeah, probably this one, I think. So we're at the final table. There are 6 players left, and me and European have first and third chips. So I guess actually Grindation. So first and fourth chips. So average probably a little over $1 million. He's 1.2, 1.4 million, and European has the most chips. He opens the button with 7s, and we've got 40 blinds here in the small line with Ace King. We decided to go for the 3-bet. Back over to him, and you know, I was actually hoping to get some action here. I know ICM wise it sucks to have to call it off, but we're so far ahead of the button range, and I'm pretty sure he's willing to put in with some hands like Ace Queen or Ace Jack if he thinks that we're just re-raising too light. And I was pretty happy to get to play for my tournament life. And again, it's in the tournament god's hands now, and the flop's actually super sick because we're basically a pure flip still on the flop. I need a diamond, ace, or king in order to take this down double up. And we just 100% equity in the turn is the way to do it. And we double up to 2.3 million. So this was pretty sick. At this point, I thought I had a really good chance just to win the whole tournament. I had the most chips by far. Really big stack. And what's really great about this spot, too, is like all these short stacks are just in such tough spots. Maybe not the shortest stacks, I guess, but the guys on $1 million, they just have a really tough situation now because they don't want to bust with these very short stacks who can allow them to move up in the pay jump. And then after that, I think this was kind of, you know, this was a hand where if we had managed to hold, we would have had a overwhelming chip lead to win the tournament, but it doesn't always go the way you want it to. Cut off open jams for something around 7 or 8 blinds, and the button just over jams. As to me, they went big blind with 10s, and I was not a happy camper with what I was looking at here because obviously you could have hands like queens or jacks. I do kind of feel like if he has aces or kings, he might go for a slower play than this. So I thought that was a little less likely. But ultimately, I decided 10s had simply too much equity, and I had to go with it. So when the cards were revealed, I was pretty happy to see that I was up against 6s and ace king. I really just had to dodge a 6 ace or king, and we got a good flop. And at this point, I could almost see winning the tournament on the horizon, but not all is meant to be, as the turn was an ace and Grindation, who actually ended up winning the entire tournament, gets the much needed all-in win here. All right, so let's go ahead and take it back to the full screen just for a moment. So there's a couple things that I want to talk about. Just a couple things that I've been seeing in the chat a bunch, seeing the comments, seeing in a lot of the videos that I make, and seeing on Twitch as well. And I want to talk a little bit about losing and keeping a good mindset. And I know this is a good video. We won a lot of money. We're happy. Like, we're throwing our dongers up and whatnot. And obviously, this was a great tournament. But I want to talk about the darker side of poker. I want to talk about when we're losing. You know, how do we stay focused? How do we not get upset? Because I see a lot of people, they say in the chat, like, Doug, I don't understand how you can take a beat, you know, for 100K or 50K or 10K or even a few K. How you can take these bad beats and then, you know, still manage to play your A game, to shrug it off, laugh about it. And I actually, you know, on Snapchat yesterday before the tournament started, I talked about this. I talked about like hanging tough and understanding that in poker, you know, the way the game works is that if you're winning over time, you will win. Okay? Now, you can't control that. You can't control when you win. Especially in tournaments, sometimes you can be a winning player and you'll never win. But the bottom line is this, and this is something that always resonated with me. The bottom line is that getting upset about things doesn't help you. It doesn't. What you have to do is accept facts, play your best game, try and improve, learn from your mistakes. And no, I'm not saying from your losses, learn from your mistakes. And then change that in the future so that you can become a better player, so that you can withstand these downswings. Because even for a good player like me, you know, it's funny that the way the Twitch chat works when you're winning or you're losing. Like when you're winning, you're running the hottest. When you're losing, you suck. I understand this is the internet. I've been on the internet for a year or two. But you can't let those comments get to you. You know, and I guess people aren't streaming that on the same thing, but you can't let other people's views of you change how you play, change what you know. And so, like, When I'm playing the bankroll challenge and losing like a $1 sit and go, people are berating me for how bad I played the $1 sit and go. I just kind of gotta laugh because it's like at the end of the day, this is my job, and I am a professional, right? I'm a professional poker player, so I've spent a lot of time learning all this stuff. I spent a lot of time improving. I spent a lot of time trying to become the best poker player that I can become, and so why would I let the short-term fluctuations of that upset me or get me down when I know that at some point the fact I have that edge will come through, and when that comes through, like it did yesterday, I'm going to win a lot of money. Or in the case of $1 tournaments, I'll win $100 or whatever. So next time you're on a downswing and you really feel like you're upset with poker or the way things have been going, etc., always keep in mind that if you work hard and you play your best, it's not guaranteed to turn around. That's, I guess, kind of the sick thing. But you're going to put yourself in the best situation to be able to turn that around by hanging tough and playing your A game. I want to thank everyone for joining me here for this coup and for this video. Much appreciated. I will see you guys later. If you're interested in seeing a play-by-play of highlights of this tournament, we got those coming up this week. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel, show us some love, and help build the empire. No way. Oh my God. We won? No. No. There's no way. There's no way we won that.